Many women have questions about genetic testing. Genetic testing is a blood test or a saliva test that's sent to a lab and tested and can help determine if you carry a genetic mutation or what's called a pathogenic variant that can increase your risk for certain cancers. When we talk about breast cancer risk, the most common genes that we test for are the BRCA1 and 2 genes, but there's many other genes that we can test for as well that increase cancer risk. When we think about the number of breast cancers that are associated with a genetic mutation, it's actually a very small number, and only about 5 to 10% of breast cancers are linked to a genetic mutation. So even though women are curious about their risk, it's still the minority of breast cancers that are associated with a pathogenic variant. Most breast cancers are what we call sporadic, which is they just happen and aren't linked to a pathogenic variant in your gene. For women who are diagnosed with breast cancer, you should talk with your cancer doctors about whether or not genetic testing is a good option for you and when you should undergo testing. For women who've never had a diagnosis of breast cancer, most are still curious about their risk. When we think about those women that are at increased risk for genetic mutation or a pathogenic variant that runs in their family, the biggest things we look at are family history. So a family history of breast cancer, ovarian cancer, colon, pancreatic, and prostate cancers, as well as melanoma skin cancers, can all be an indication that you might need to undergo genetic testing. Additionally, for women who have a family member that's tested for a pathogenic variant, those women should consider testing as well. The biggest thing is that genetic testing doesn't give us all of the answers, so it's only part of how we assess breast cancer risk. So the important thing, if you have a family history of these cancers or a history of breast cancer yourself, is to talk with your healthcare providers to see if genetic testing is an option for you, and if so, which testing you should undergo.